Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news markets have adopted a risk-off sentiment today. First, in the US, job openings surged to a record high in December, led by vacancies in the construction, accommodation and food services sector. Job openings in manufacturing, however, tumbled. And small businesses are sharply less optimistic, with a key survey at its lowest level in more than 2 years. And Americans are piling into car loans and serious debt trouble. Data from the New York Fed shows that while household debt is growing modestly, car loan debt is expanding fast and now exceeding $1.5 trillion for this type of debt. And so are car loan debt troubles. In fact, although rising overall debt delinquency rates remain below the 2010 peak levels, there were over 7 million Americans with car loans that were 90 days or more delinquent at the end of 2018. That is 1 million more troubled borrowers than they had at the end of 2010 when the overall delinquency rates were at their worst. But that sort of data isn't worrying markets today. Signs that the US and China might reach an agreement in trade talks and news of a tentative deal to avoid another US government shutdown have helped push world stock markets and bond markets broadly higher. Today, the S&P 500 is 1.2% higher, and that follows more than 1% gains on most EU markets. The exception was London. Yesterday, Shanghai closed 0.7% higher. Tokyo, a remarkable 2.6% higher, and the ASX was up 0.3%. The NZX 50 was up 0.8%. In China, they were responding to the sudden rise in the iron ore price. This has been driven higher by both the Brazil-induced supply shortage and rampant speculation. But China's steel mills probably can't absorb much of this rise, so officials there are starting mandatory shutdowns to quell demand pressures, using air quality as the official reason. In Australia, the influential NAB business survey has found that most businesses in New South Wales and Victoria reported flat conditions in January, while the resale sector is struggling. But conditions in smaller states, including South Australia and Tasmania, saw some improvement after a sharp drop in December. The US Treasury 10-year yield was higher today at 2.69%, up another 3 basis points. Their 210 curve is just on 18 basis points. And gold is unchanged today at $1,309 an ounce. US oil prices are up more than $1 today, at just over $53.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just on $62.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will start today unchanged at 67.4 US cents. On the cross rates, we're at 95 Aussie cents, which is marginally softer, as is the Kiwi against the euro at 59.5 euro cents. That dips the TWI to 71.9, but still at a level it's been for over a week. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz.